If you are listening in today, we understand that you are facing an unwelcome break in employment. In part one of this presentation, you will learn about all of the local employment and training support that we can provide you for free. In part two, you will learn some basics about applying for unemployment. Whether it is a temporary layoff or permanent, it is unmistakable the benefit you will receive from tuning in today to learn more about what we have available to help you during this transition. So let's get started. If you are wondering where to turn, Workforce Solutions North Texas is here to help you. As our communities face uncharted waters regarding the COVID-19 pandemic and are responding to the waves of new information as they come, we want you to know that in this unsettling time, we are here for you. You are not alone. And please contact our office to help. We have many ways to help ease the transition for you between employment. Here locally, we are not the unemployment office, we are the employment office, and work with employers and job seekers of all different backgrounds and abilities. While you are facing the loss of your job, we are seeing a spike in employers calling from a variety of industries with immediate hiring needs. And the good news is that all of the services that we offer are free of cost to you and the employers. Our main office is in Wichita Falls at 4309 Old Jacksboro Highway at Hatton Road in the Galaxy Center, Entrance 3. We also have offices in Bowie at 800 North Highway 59, in Graham at 924 Cherry Street on the NCTC campus, and in Vernon in the basement of the Wilbarger County Courthouse. Additionally, we have a mobile unit that travels to Archer City, Jacksboro, Seymour, Paducah, Quanah, and Kroll on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. You can check out our Facebook page at Workforce Solutions North Texas for the most up-to-date route schedule. During this time of social distancing, we have had to modify our service delivery somewhat. We take seriously the advice of the health and governmental authorities and believe it is our responsibility to put first emphasis on the health and well-being of our customers and staff. We believe that canceling all events and convenings is imperative to slow the spread of the coronavirus, COVID-19, through a social distancing approach. Therefore, all offices have suspended in-person services, meetings, and orientations until further notice. Staff will still be teleworking to provide phone assistance, and videos in lieu of in-person workshops and orientations will be available as well. We appreciate your understanding and want you to know that above all, you are not alone and we are still here to help. We offer many services to assist you at no cost. You might want to jot down this list as we go along. Most of these options are still available even with the social distancing model that we are following. Their delivery method may be modified, but the information and staff are still here to help you. The first one on the list to write down in big, bold letters is your starting point, workintexas.com. Workintexas.com is our statewide job matching system. Once you complete your profile, you will be matched with relevant jobs for your skills and experience and in your desired location. Work in Texas pulls jobs from over 25,000 websites every night to compile an up-to-date database to support your job search efforts. We also work with employers directly to help with their recruiting efforts to find you. This is what you will see when you go to www.workintexas.com. Click on the Register button to start. It is quick and easy to get in and start connecting with employers. Next, we offer staff-assisted job search. Don't forget to write that down. We have a great team of employment services staff to assist you with any questions you have when looking for work. Their specialty is listening and responding to your needs to help pave the way for your success, whether it be just listening and answering questions, all the way up to making referrals directly to an employer looking for a quality candidate like you. If you have lost your job and need to know how to apply for unemployment, or are wondering what in the world this online application is asking for, these guys have what it takes to put your mind at ease, so let them help. We offer priority services to veterans. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service. When you come into our office, please let our reception staff know that you are a veteran. They will help you get logged in and move you to the front of the line. You move to the front of the line even if there are customers waiting. We honor your service in our office and want to make the process of looking for work as easy for you as possible. Additionally, when we enter jobs in workintexas.com, veterans are the only people able to see new job entries for the first 48 hours. This means you get first crack at applying, another way to move to the front of the line. We have several pre-employment workshops to help you build up your confidence before entering the job market. The first one is Resume Workshop. Resume Workshop is a guided tutorial on how to build a resume that stands out from the rest to get you through to an interview. We will even teach you how to create targeted resumes specific to the jobs you are applying for. We will also give you tips in this workshop on how to not make some big mistakes that may keep you out of the running for jobs, even if you qualify for them. For example, be sure your resume is tailored to the job you are applying for. Also, create a professional email address to give to employers using your name instead of Big Dog 40 or Sassy Girl to avoid leaving the wrong impression. Then be sure to check your email daily. And here's another common mistake that we will help you with. These spelling errors were pulled directly from resumes submitted to employers. Please, let us help you. Interview Workshop is up next. Walking into an interview is intimidating. You are the one in the spotlight. You are expected to brag about yourself. Interviews go against every humble bone in your body. Just thinking about it makes me squirm. Good news though, we can help give you tips that you need to get through this conversation. Yes, this conversation that makes you sweat upon entry and causes you to forget your own name, that one. This workshop will prepare you to meet with professional hiring managers and get through not only alive, but with confidence. We will give you some great advice on how to prepare for an interview and what employers are looking for before, during, and after your interaction. Did you know you have steps to take after an interview? Yep, you do. Call us, we can help. And last but not least, our Job Readiness Workshop uses practical scenarios and applications to model patterns of behavior to help you get your next job and keep it. This class is weekdays 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and completes after only 1 week of classes. Completing these workshops helps you become prepared to know what it is like out there right now looking for work. This preparation will help you become self-confident and is proven to improve your hiring success. We have a fully staffed resource room in each of the workforce centers. The resources available include computers with internet access for you to use in your job search. The staff working in the resource room can also assist with troubleshooting as you go through the process of filling out applications. The computers also have a printer and there is a copier if you need to make copies of an application or the supporting documentation for an application packet. There is a fax machine that is also free of charge to use in case you are required to fax documents to unemployment or to an employer. This fax machine is a big deal. Let me tell you a story. Only a few years ago, when I was moving back to Wichita Falls from Lubbock, I had to send 2 application packets to an employer by fax. These packets were each 9 pages long and ended up costing me $18 to send them from a fax service in Lubbock. $18. Insane. If I had known about Workforce Solutions back then, I would have jumped at the chance to use the resource we offer. If you need access to any of these things, you just walk in, sign in, and jump on a computer. Easy peasy. No appointment necessary. That brings me to our next great opportunity to make a good impression with employers: job fairs and hiring events. These happen multiple times throughout the year and provide you with a chance to interact directly with employers who are hiring right now. The first slide shows what a job fair looks like. At the job fairs, we invite hundreds of employers from all major industries in our area to come tell about the job openings they have available. We typically have between 50 to 100 employers in attendance when hosting this type of event in Wichita Falls, and around anywhere from 15 to 40 when we host the event in our more rural counties. So follow us on social media to find out when the next one of these events will be. This next slide shows some of the employers who we have hosted for hiring events in our centers. When Burlington built their store in Wichita Falls and moved into town, we had 300 people show up to apply for their 75 job openings. That was a crazy number of people to fit into our workforce center over the course of a few hours on 2 days. But they were hiring on the spot and ended up closing the event early because they exceeded their limit of hiring by noon on the second day and were able to leave with a fully staffed store. This shows you, show up on time, show up early, because you might just miss your chance. Burlington is by far the largest event we have had at the Workforce Center. As you can see here, hiring events are typically smaller affairs with only 1 or 2 hiring managers present. The applicant turnout varies widely depending on the jobs being offered. These events happen most often in one of the common areas or meeting rooms in the Workforce Center, as you can see here. Occasionally, we assist on site at the employer location. Either way, participating in one of these events is a great way for you to make an impression on the recruiter before even being invited in for an interview. You will first listen to details about the jobs from the employer, about the jobs that they are offering. And then you have an opportunity to let them know how you would be an asset to their company, right there, live and in person. Some come to hire on the spot, others set up follow-up interviews. Vocational training is available through our Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act program, or WIOA for short. Customers are able to enter training at a local college in a high-demand field, and we will pay for it. We have sent numerous CNAs, medical assistants, LVNs, RNs, dental assistants, CDL drivers, logistics technicians, machinists, and on to school and paid their tuition and fees to earn a credential that they could take with them and enter one of these in-demand fields. In demand means that there are lots of jobs available in our area looking for good, trained, skilled workers. Take a look at this list and see if any of these careers sound exciting to you. In this picture, our LVN graduates attended a special session of resume and interview workshop to help them prepare for applying and interviewing for their first job as licensed nurses. The WIOA Dislocated Worker Program is a great opportunity to move up and into your next career. This vocational funding is for workers who have been laid off due to no fault of their own and are needing to learn a marketable skill, like this one in nursing. If you are interested in learning more about training, give us a call and we will tell you more. and see if your circumstances and work history will qualify. It's as simple as that. Let us know. Since we are working remotely, please leave a message at 940-322-1801, extension 102, and we will call you right back. That is 940-322-1801, extension 102. Next up is on-the-job training, or OJT. If classroom training does not appeal to you, we also offer on-the-job training options. In this picture from a few years back, one of our participants was able to learn the heating and air business from a local employer, Texoma Heating and Air. While training and working for Texoma Heating and Air, he was able to increase his hourly wages significantly by expanding his skills and gaining on-the-job experience directly from a licensed HVAC technician. And finally, our contractor ResCare offers online self-paced learning. There are over 4,000 online courses that you can take to enhance your skills or refresh old ones. There are courses anywhere from accounting to Microsoft Office to customer service and more. Talk to one of our employment services staff to get a login for free. Call 940-322-1801 and select option 2 for employment services. Please remember to leave a message as they are working remotely and will call you back promptly. I know I have given you a lot of information, so you're probably trying to figure out just where do you start. workintexas.com is the starting point for all of the services that we offer. Start there. Next, follow us on social media. We are part of every major platform, so like us and subscribe to get the latest news and updates as they come out. If you have any questions about what I have gone over today, please do not hesitate to call us. Here is the contact information for our office while we are teleworking. Please give us a call or shoot us an email, and we will get it to the right person who can help. Thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for information about applying for unemployment benefits. Now let's talk a little bit about applying for unemployment benefits. Before I get into this part of the presentation, please note that the local offices do not process claims, update claims, or provide details on pending claims. Local staff specializes in employment and pre-employment. We here in North Texas recognize that call wait times have been long, which becomes frustrating, so I'm going to provide you a few details of what to expect and a couple of tips to help you get through the application process. My goal is for the next few slides to help explain some of what you have questions about. So let's get started. There are 3 different ways to communicate with the Texas Workforce Commission Unemployment Department regarding your unemployment claim. By contacting the telecenter, you will be able to speak with an unemployment representative directly. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The teleserve is an automated phone service where you can initiate your unemployment claim, check your claim status, request payment, etc., without waiting for an actual person to come on the line. This service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The third option is probably the most convenient way to apply for unemployment benefits or manage your account, and it is to go to ui.texasworkforce.org and sign in. If you have already registered in workintexas.com, like we recommended in the previous slides, then this process will be a piece of cake for you. One of the most common questions we are asked is, do I qualify? There are multiple factors that go into processing unemployment claims and approving or denying them. The most common factors involve past wages, the reason that you are unemployed, and if you are able and available to work. Be sure that you're honest when you answer the questions, but be sure to only answer the questions that you're being asked. It is essential that you listen to or read carefully what is being asked to avoid any confusion or delays in processing your claim. This also means that you need to have your personal information ready when you apply for benefits. This includes your Social Security number, job information, and your beginning and end employment dates, to name a few. Being prepared is essential if you are applying over the phone to avoid additional long wait times to get to a person. There are 3 major steps to take when filing for unemployment. Please write this down. Number 1, register for work on workintexas.gov. Number 2, apply for unemployment benefits online or through one of the tele options. And finally, number 3, request your payments. This is extremely important, so listen very closely. If you do not request payment, you will not be paid. As my friend and UI field representative J.W. Reed likes to say, if you don't request payment, the state of Texas is more than happy to keep your money. So please, set a recurring reminder on your phone with a loud alarm the minute you find out what your payment request date is to avoid forgetting that very important step. Trust me. Work search requirements have been modified since the outbreak of COVID-19 in Texas. Typically, work search activities are required to be done each week. This requirement has been temporarily waived for COVID-19 affected employment. While you are receiving unemployment benefits, please be sure to read any documents that come to you from unemployment so that you are aware of when this requirement changes back and weekly work search activity is restarted. This does not mean that you cannot look for work. It just means that TWC understands the situation and are not requiring it at this time. The other question that we get asked a lot is what type of benefits or additional funds will be counted in your income when you file your unemployment claim. Be sure that you report any work-related funds that you have or will be receiving. Some will factor in, some will not, and it just depends on the factors surrounding these payments, whether they will be deducted or not. The last situation that you want to find yourself in, however, is to have received an overpayment from the government and be faced with litigation or payback requirements before receiving future benefits. So please do the right thing here and report your wages and other benefit payments to the best of your knowledge. One perk that is given to you while on unemployment is when you accept part-time work. You are rewarded for reporting the income that you receive while on unemployment. In the scenario below, I have given a hypothetical example of how this works. So, for example, if you file for unemployment and they calculate that your weekly benefit amount is $200, then your yearly benefit limit is $5,200, which is essentially $200 times 26 weeks. If during the time that you are on unemployment and you accept part-time employment that earns you $100 for that week, unemployment increases your weekly benefit amount by up to 25% as an incentive for working before adjusting the wages earned. That means before you would have received a check for $200. That's all the income you would have had was $200. During the week that you worked $100 worth, however, you will receive the $100 from your employer and $150 from unemployment, which means you netted $50 more than you would have without working. Please note that whenever you work, you need to report the wages in the week that you earned them, not the week in which you received the paycheck. I know that's confusing, but you need to report it the week that you did the work in and you earned the wages, not when you were paid. Requesting payment is essential to receiving the unemployment checks once your claim is approved, as I've already mentioned. No matter which payment option you choose, you will not get paid without requesting payment every 2 weeks on your payment request day. The first option for your payments to be received is direct deposit to your bank account. If you do not choose the direct deposit option, your payments will come to you loaded on a U.S. bank debit card, sent to you through the mail in an unmarked envelope that looks like junk mail, quite frankly. If you're at home, as you should be in this shelter-in-place and social distancing era, be sure that you open every piece of mail so that you do not throw your money away. Please note also that you have one free withdrawal only per pay period from your U.S. bank debit card. After that one free withdrawal, then fees will be deducted for every future transaction. So you may choose to withdraw the full amount of funds to avoid those fees. So this is the main Texas Workforce Commission website, which links you to the Unemployment Benefits portal. To get to this page, you go to twc.texas.gov to have access to any of the Texas Workforce Commission services we have talked about. You can find ui.texasworkforce.org, which is what this big red arrow is pointing at. You can also get to www.workintexas.com, and there are many other resources that are available through this website too. I just wanted to show you the page. Here are your contact options for applying for benefits. Note, the telecenter is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. However, due to the high call volume lately during the COVID-19 era of layoffs, they have extended their hours starting March 28, 2020 until further notice to include Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will leave this on the screen for a few more seconds to make sure you have had time to write down what you need. As I am sure you have heard while watching the news, there are frequent updates to legislation both federally and from Governor Abbott. As these changes take place, the Texas Workforce Commission and Workforce Solutions North Texas will keep you informed. Please follow us on social media for quick updates and tips to help you through this process. And finally, please remember that we are still here for you. We may not can talk face-to-face for the time being, but we are definitely available by phone and email during the week from the local offices. Our hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Friday, we are open 8:45 a.m. to 5 p.m. Even if you get our voicemail, be sure to clearly state your name and phone number. Please know that we have staff dedicated to monitoring the phones and messages, and we will get back to you quickly. My best regards to you in this crazy time. Thank you for listening today, and see you soon.